Ooh, it's bright. Can't see. Is it still afternoon? Yes, it is. Uh-oh, what'd I do? Okay, good afternoon. Very gloomy, as you can see. Nothing but white sky. Like if you look in the air, you can't see it on the camera, but there's mist. It's just full of mist. It's like little water flurries going around and around. Hi, T-Barb. Little mist flurries going around. I think it's about, hi, long time no see. I think it's like 53 degrees or so, something like that. So it's cold and dreary, and I love it. Trying to drop the phone. Love it. But it's nice. This is what I like. The air is crisp, feels like fall, looks like fall. Nice changing leaves. The ground is full of leaves. It's lovely. I like it anyway. This is what I like. Like there's no sun. It's just all white sky. Well, that's not good. Yes, it is. So I still need to get one. Well, I can see the street up there now that all the leaves are dead. There's a street on the hill. I said this before. Well, I think I didn't say this online, but like when you look up, when you go and you're walking down these hills, and there's houses so high up. There's no mountains, but it's just big hills. You just realize how deep in the ditch and the trench this whole city is. Like everything's down in the dirt. I love the little pops of color. There's still some green. A lot of this is changing. At bright yellow. Well, I'm walking now, trying to break in my shoes. I got my winter boots. They are heavy as all get out. I haven't worn a winter boot in a very long time, as I've lived in the swamp for the past 7 years. So this is a new experience. But they're nice. They're just heavy. So I'm not used to it. At least not yet. I was walking up and down the stairs because when you lift, your leg, it is also very heavy. It's like, okay, I need some practice. Now, mind you, we have a shoe box by the front door. Thank you, Guido. We have a shoe box by the front door, so we don't really wear shoes all throughout the house. But it's like I need some practice with these things. They're nice though, and it's misting right now. It's not raining, but I thought I'd practice right now. And plus, I got the build for such a shoe that you would think I'd wear big giant shoes anyway. But my brother, who also likes the shoes, ordered the same ones. I'm like, you might not like these. Like, he's skinny. These are not skinny people shoes. They're heavy. All right, Becca. So you can see the breath. It's cold. Oh, Lord, who put the Trump sign out here? Jesus. Oh, I wish I could take a picture of that. I can show y'all though, can't I? No, because that's somebody's porch. Jesus. Talking about Trump, the law and order president, Jesus. Anyway, we're not talking about politics. We did that earlier today. Talk about something else. I can't do it. Anyway, so we were supposed to be buying a crock pot, right? And didn't, but still are. It's just that we didn't get one as of right now. There's a lot of space in this hat, Jesus. Well, thank you. We were supposed to be getting one. We didn't get one, but I'm gonna get one. That way I can make some oxtails, because now I want oxtails. Neck bones, oxtails, same thing, but if I can find one or the other, then that's what I'm gonna do. So I need to just go look and see what I can find at the grocery store. They don't have the greatest of selection. Like I said in the live stream earlier, you can get steak, you can get pork chop, you can get pork steak. It's like, what do you want? You want pork or you want beef? And then they got, a little fish section, frozen shrimp, that type of stuff. But I want to make a gumbo too. But the oxtails have really caught my attention now. So I think that's where I want to go and then get that. But I need to YouTube how to fix all this stuff. So we'll see. We will see. But that's what I want. Well, I'm testing or trying my shoes and trying to break them in. So I'll be out here for a minute. I just started though. But they're already like rubbing. Because I got my winter boots. So I need to break them in. Because they are awful heavy. What is this? Oh, that's a plastic bag. Trash in the trees. Yes, they are. That's nice. I'm gonna look. Let's go back there and look. You can't go down there because it's roped off, I guess. I mean, I guess you could. I don't want to go down there. That's how you end up on the news. But oxtail and rice. But look at the little trail. The nice trees back there. Then the gloomy sky in the background. No, I wasn't staying in. I was not doing my readings outside. That's what I wanted to do. Was just do the readings outside, but everything's wet and I don't feel like walking up and down the street with beach towels trying to sit on something. Hi, Elizabeth. So, but it's nice. See, it would be a shame for me not to walk around right now because I wait all year for weather like this, and it's here, so I stay inside. I eat a couple Doritos. It'll tie me over until I get like actual food. So look at this color though. Like, is that not pretty? How yellow is that? Is that not pretty? It's leaves everywhere. Cool Ranch. I got Cool Ranch nacho cheese and spicy nacho, but I had the Cool Ranch today. I had a taste for that seasoning, and so I usually don't buy them because we usually eat Doritos in our nachos and stuff. But I said I have a taste for that little spice that's in there, the little ranch packet seasoning that they put in there. What does it smell like? It smells like crisp air, like clean air. Well, that mixed with peppermint because there's some under my nose, but that's what it smells like. It smells like fall, like crisp air. Because nobody's cooking, there's no trash, at least not over here. Look at the big brown tree. Then you got the pagan symbols. They never change. And then you have a few of this thrown in. Like, what in the world is this going on? This one's probably sick. It says little damaged pines all throughout. But it smells fantastic. The temperature, I think it's 53. 50, well, possibly 57. 57 was the high. And it is almost late afternoon. So it's probably 57. But if you're a person sensitive to cold, it would probably feel like 15. But there's no wind blowing though. So it's not intolerable. Even if you are sensitive to cold. Okay, we're not going to talk about it, but I have to show it anyway. Like, really? The Law and Order president? What you smoking? I hope you got it on sale. Whatever it is. Yes. Now I have two coats. I got my boots. Got them off now. And I got my gloves. So I'm ready. And my sister got my brother all his winter stuff. Actually, we got him a jacket. I went in his Amazon list. Yes, Stephen, exactly. I like that. I'm going to keep that in mind because my neighbor got one too. Hers says women for Trump. But anyway, we ain't going there. We got him a jacket out of his Amazon account. Not an Amazon account. But you know you list when you list your favorites. So I went in there and just got him an Amazon jacket. A jacket from his Amazon list. And so he got it. I got him some thermals, aka long johns, and we sent both of them back. I'm like, ugh. It is hard to surprise him, number one, but number two, it's hard to buy him anything like that because he's very picky and finicky. It's got to feel right, and I get it. It's clothes, you know. It's got to fit right, look right, feel right, whatever. I'm a utility person. He's a all-round person. Like, it's got to look good and feel good, which is reasonable because, you know, this is something you got to wear. Me, like these shoes I got on, I didn't get them for fashion's sake. It's gonna snow here, and I realized that. So I got shoes that would protect my feet from the cold and the snow. That's it. Like, I don't care about nothing else. It ain't got to have bells and whistles. It ain't got to walk for me. Just keep my feet protected from the cold and the snow. That's it. Now, the jacket he had, when he put it on, like, okay, so it's open, right? And then you close it over this way, and you button it up. Well, the part that's in the inside sits up like this. It won't lay flat. I said it'll probably go down with wear, but it feels like it's bunched up, and so it's kind of like this, to where there's a part of the jacket in the inside that won't lay down, and so he had to send it back because of that. The thermals were too big, so he sent those back too. So his thermals came today because we just ordered a difference, or size smaller, and then he sent the jacket back to pick out a completely different jacket. So we'll see if that jacket meets the standards of approval or not, because this is a completely different one. This is not like the same one, different size. Completely different jacket. It looks very nice though. Like, he looks very Rhythm Nation in his jacket. So we'll see. We shall see. And when it comes to, you know, actually when I think, because that was just a joke, but it's kind of the truth. Back in the day, because he has brighter skin, and he has long hair because, you know, he's part Native American. And so his hair doesn't grow up like ours do. His grows down. And so back in the day, when Jerry curls was a thing, he had one and he looked just like Michael Jackson, because he would dress in those jackets with the patches and the buckles and the all that type of stuff. He looked like Michael Jackson. Or like Steve Harvey said, dressed like Captain Crunch. You got patches and bags, and so he ordered a jacket from Amazon. Mind you, he only wears black, blue, and gray, dark blue. So he got a black one, and it's got like a belt here that's got a buckle, and he's got a on the sleeves. It's got a buckle, and there's like something up here. It looks like Rhythm Nation, Janet Jackson. That's what it's very Black Pantherish. Fight the power. So it looks very neat though. And he's got the kind of figure, because he's skinny, he can pull that kind of stuff off. So that should be interesting to see if he likes it when it gets here, because he's very picky. Me, like I said, utility. Does it fit when I put it on? Can you go across all his stomachs? If you can, then we done. Like, I don't want nothing ugly, of course, but, you know, I don't want to dress like Adele, like I got on drapes and sofa cushions, but it ain't got to be nothing special. You know, I'm not going to the fashion fair. Just trying not to freeze to death. So, that's it. Like, I have, you know, one of the long to the floor black jackets, coats, 100% wool type things, and yeah. I got it from Sears actually when they were going out of business in Oklahoma. Like, they were moving out of the mall because they were one of the anchor stores, and they were closing down, and everything except the appliances were on sale. And the jacket was $329, $369, 3 something 9, 300 and something. I got it for $54. So that was good. And it's nice. It's very warm. Now my other coat that I just like, my everyday coat, I have it doesn't go to the floor though, but it's bulky. So it's, you know, stylish yet utility. And it has survived years. I've had it for like 12 years or so. Possibly longer than that. Because I got it in California, which is interesting because the jacket was, I say jacket, it's a coat. It's not for light airish days, it's coat. Interestingly enough, it was like $110 in California, of all places, where I live the coldest, because we weren't in San Francisco where it was constantly cold. We were in Richmond. It was 30 miles away, but at night, okay, fine. Well, I guess it's cold for Californians, though. Me, I don't know. I grew up in snow and ice, so I guess it wasn't cold for me. But it was just interesting that a coat would cost so much in a place with no real winter. But everything costs that much out there, I guess. You know, I've never worn a pair of sweatpants in my whole life. Not even when I was a kid. Like, the whole entire life, never had a pair of sweatpants on. I always figured they were going to be too hot in my adult life, so I never wore them. Oh, there's the mist again. And see, that's what I got today. is my snow boots. They're heavy. I feel like I'm going to go work on a construction site right now. They're like really heavy. But they're nice though. They're water resistant, which we shall see. They got little fuzzy in the inside towards the top. So your ankles and calves will stay warm, I guess. And also I don't wear warm socks. I can't stand hot socks or big thick socks. Like all my socks are dress socks, like church shoe socks. They're very thin. I can't stand a big woolly sock. I can't wear socks all around the house. I can't. So we'll see how these work out. Right now on the left, it's rubbing, and I don't care for that. It's probably not tight enough. Luckily, it's just, it's fuzzy on the inside, but still, it's doing a rubbing thing right now. I don't know if I have a scar there or what, but it is annoying. Because I did fall down the steps. I don't know what was on, I think it was a quarter. I slipped on George Washington. See, I can wear socks, but I can't wear them around the house because then my feet dry out. And then they become itchy at the bottom because it's basically like dead skin now. TMI, but it is. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. I can't wear scarves. I've never worn a scarf in my whole life. Not that I can't wear them, I just never have worn one. I don't have one either. I got coat, boots, and gloves. That's what I have. And my coat has a hood, but I've never worn a scarf. My brother loves a scarf. My sister bought him the little beanie caps. She got one of those. She got him a scarf, gloves, something else. I forget what, but I think that was it from Ralph Lauren. They're very nice. Socks, that's the other thing. She got him a bunch of socks. So he's got that. His boots come today. His thermals came today. His jacket is coming at some point. But we'll see. So far, we're ready. And the shovel. Need to get a shovel. I don't want one that's all extra serious because I don't know where we're going after here, but might not need it. Or we might, you never know. No, see, but here's the thing. Like, I don't deny what you say, but I'm used to cold and windy. And I still have never worn a scarf. I can't wear earmuffs. This area right here, I don't like this at all. It's just my hair's jacked up, so I put the hat on. I don't like nothing on me here. This I can tolerate, but I don't like things around my neck, my head, or my ears. It drives me insane. But I've never worn beanie caps, never worn scarves, never worn earmuffs. This part in here, it has to be open. I'll suffer the cold. My hands, though, I need some gloves. I actually should have even worn them now. Like, my hands are cold. But I can't, I just can't. I had a beanie cap once. But I can't wear it. Like, I really can't. Can I go live while I vote? See, here's the thing. And this was when we went to the beach. It was the same thing. I don't like to put other people on camera, especially if they didn't ask to be. So I never like to go live in like groups of people unless I just pointed the camera at the ground the whole time or something. But I don't know, that always bothers me. I would work retail, and inevitably the news would go to the grocery stores during Thanksgiving or wherever else I worked during Christmas and shoot a little local story about holiday crowds. And they just point the camera at people like, you asked to be on TV, which I never did. So I don't like to put people on camera that didn't ask to be. And I'm pretty sure there will be a crowd. Good news is the voting station is very close. So that won't be a problem. So no excuses. So we'll do that when the time comes. I need to go, that little flyer that they brought me said that there are locations I can go to vote early. I just need to look it up. So that's what I need to do. It's like vote.com/PA/link or something like that. Or I might have inverted that, but there's some sort of website I can go to figure out where to go to vote early. That way I can go before election day. Now, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I ain't doing nothing else that day but that. So if I have a work schedule, I ain't coming in. No, not in the voting booth. This would be more like in while we're sitting in the line. I love this too. It's nice and sparkly. Probably can't tell out here, but it is. But we'll figure it out. If all else fails, we'll go on the day. No, I don't know what he's doing. I didn't know. Am I going to the store now? No. The store is too close, and it's not really good for live streams. Because by the time I get it up and, you know, say hi, how you doing, we'll be at the store and then it's over in 3 minutes. It's down the street. I'm just walking through the neighborhoods now. And whatever that beeping noise is driving me up the wall. I think there's a woodpecker up there. Like, can you hear the knocking noise if I hush? Do I have a car? No. Driving makes me anxious. I can hear it. I can't see him though. Oh, there he is. Lord, that's small. I say there he is, then he moves. And that's a very interesting creature when you think about it. God and nature got together, said, let's design a bird that slams his face against the tree over and over again. Oh, Lord. Not let's give him claws to dig out whatever in the world he is trying to get out of that tree. No. Just give him a stronger beak, that way he can slam his face against the tree. Jesus. That's funny. Oh, you gotta love nature. You just have to. You just have to. Like slam, slam, slams. Oh, Lord. And then humans, let's call it a woodpecker. I mean, why not? Because we call octopus eight-legged sea creature. But octo does mean eight. So I guess somebody knew what they were doing when they were walking around naming stuff. Oh, look, this has little blue berries on. Let me see if I can turn that around. They got little blue ones on there. Okay. Where's my little red trays at? I'm in the spot where they used to be, I think. That's the deer came and ate them. There was a gigantic deer in the street the other day. He's still alive, just in the street. Because they always turn and face you and then throw their ears forward because they're trying to assess what's going on. But they came like out of here. Oh, there's the mist. You better drive that truck. It's misty. It's misty and rainy. Well, actually, well, it rained this morning. It's not really raining now. It's a mist in the air. Kind of like if you just sprayed some water out of a water bottle. Kind of like that. And it's really nice. And my shoes don't hurt my feet. I don't know if there's a lot because I think that I keep seeing the same three. So there's three. But one of them, just based upon my observation and all the hundreds of hours of animal programming that I have watched, one is more than likely the mother, and then there's two children. Because they're not babies, they're bigger than her, just about. But they don't eat. They don't eat with caution. They just eat. She eats with caution because she knows better. Now they feel comfortable because their mother is standing guard. So that's why I think they're the children, because the way animals eat, just instinctively, even though there's no cougars or nothing around here, just instinctively, they put their head down, they take a bite of whatever, and then they look around just to make sure they're not being snuck up on, because when they're head down, they're vulnerable. But the kids, they put the head down and just start grazing like they ain't in the middle of civilization. She stares at you the whole time with the ears focused because she's trying to assess what you're doing or who you are, or if you're about to run at her or something of that nature. And then she'll put her head down, but then she puts it right back up again. And then the one that I seen in the street, that one had little baby horns, and he was gigantic. But he ran off into the trees too. But there aren't that many, I don't think. I think there's probably 4 at the most. I see the same 3 every morning though. It's about 5 a.m., 6 a.m. They sort of descend from the trees and graze in the grass or whatever it is they eat. They eat the leaves off the trees, certain trees anyway. And then they go back in the trees. You don't ever see them run away though. Like the ones with the horn, he ran. But I love that. When a strong wind blows and then all the leaves come falling down. But you blow that horn one more time. Yes, I like a walk. Yeah, they come out 6 a.m. They're down there just eating away. I don't know what they're eating because they were eating off the ground that other day. But luckily, they forage for themselves. People don't feed them because they're not pets. Mm. See, that's what I don't want. My brother, when I was in Florida and he was down here, he said something about deer. I'm like, oh God. I'm not a wild animal person, so I really don't want to be fooled up with no deers. But I always got a weapon on me anyway. I'm not going to brandish it on YouTube. That'll get us struck down fast, but I always got something. Just in case. Just in case. Could run up and get messed up. But I think they're used to people, at least these three that come out of the trees. Because they don't run when they see you. They don't take defensive postures either when they see you. They just, she watches out of caution, and they eat out of hunger. I did see that. I thought it was interesting how afraid he was, yet still recording at the same time. They gonna stay out the mountains. That's how you end up on the news. And it's exactly what happened. I can't. Do something. Lord. Every creature on earth got superpowers except us. Well, I guess ours is in our head. Some of us. We have logic. Animals don't have logic. They have instinct. When instinct runs out, then they have problem solving. You ever see that? It's a video on YouTube, actually, I think. I seen it on Reddit. Because there's this challenge on Reddit, I think, called 50-50. And I seen somebody on YouTube playing the 50-50 challenge. And what it is, it'll list a headline or a little video title. And there's a 50-50 chance that it's that actual thing or it's something else. So there is this video that says a bee unscrews a screw out of a wall to get inside. And you will see it's a video of a bee taking the screw out of the wall. And then once it falls down, it goes right in the little hole. I'm like, problem solving. Because nothing instinctually should be inside of a bee that teaches it how to take screws out. But it did. Oh. So yeah, is that a nest? Nope. It's mankind. It's a light pole. This tree is gonna fall over right in the street. Oh, that's good one, Dominic. Yes, it can unscrew a screw. Pretty smart than Trump. Look at that tree. That's gonna fall over. Lord Jesus. We're happy for you, one Dominance. May 2020, not 2020, May 2021, give you even better results. Oh, there's the woodpecker again. Oh, I see you this time. See if I can show you. Very hard to see him though. Oh Lord, now I don't know where it is in the camera. Never mind. I can see him, but I don't know how to show you. It's little. I didn't realize they were that small though. Like, I mean, it's a little bitty. I mean, it's a little. Oh, there's several of them. Oh, I found Woodpecker Lane. Good Lord. What street is this? It's a bunch of them. They're small. Like smaller than chipmunks. Yeah. It's a woodpecker. Little bitty ones. It's like 4 of them. Oh, good old nature. I don't know, because I didn't know there were different types. This one's got the red crown and sort of the dark body with the white stripes, if that makes sense. I was trying to show you, but I can't find it in the camera. Well, I can see it here. I didn't want to get so close that it went away and then made the whole thing obsolete in the first place. If I see him again, I'll show you. I'll try. Yeah, with the little small red cap. It is nice. What I like is because we're in the ditch. We're low down. But I like looking up and just seeing mounds of trees. Like it's pretty. Like you can see them over the houses and all this man-made mushnagoss off in here. It's just tree after tree after tree, just tons of trees. And they're all different color. The red and the yellow and a green and a brown. And then some have got their highlights, they got their hair did. So it's like green on the inside of the tree and then like red going towards the outside of the tree. Like you can't ask for nothing better than this. Any campers nearby? I don't think so. This is a neighborhood though. These look like apartments. Oh, there's a cardinal over in there. Now these, I think they just leave it and then push it back. It's a lot of down trees. And you can see, let me show you. Like this tree is fallen, but it's also wrapped in vines too. They go all the way up and around. They're like entangled throughout all these other trees. But there's a lot of that. Hi, Dave. Hi, Queen. There's a lot of that. And somebody's mask on the ground. It's trifling. Nope, no raking in the woods. Slender Man's probably in there somewhere, but that's it. But they're nice though. But like I say, when you sort of look over, you stand in one spot and just look. There's just mounds and mounds of trees everywhere. Hi, Linda. Oh, they're dead. That's what happened to them. The little red trees. The ones you say is, what is it, Pokeweed or whatever, Pokemon? That's it right there. This little brown stalk. That's it. Because you can see there's one. I hate trying to look through this camera. There it is. See, there's one little red piece right here to let you know this is what happened to him. Somebody else came and beat it up. Pittsburgh Duchess. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anyway, Pittsburgh with an H. Little red trees died. Sad face. We've got all the little debris. Very seasonal because it's good and dead. See, but that's another, like these big giant trees, they just kind of fall down and they just pick them up and push them over, I guess. Seems like they take it and do something with it. I wish I knew how to make those walking sticks. You can repurpose this wood. Because that's what the walking stick that I have, Gandalf Jr., that's what that is he goes in the woods and finds fallen sticks and makes art out of it. That's not a talent of mine. I don't have that kind of vision though either, to look at something that can be considered rubbish and make something out of it. I think that's so neat when you take like toilet paper rolls and make a Mona Lisa out of it. Now who flying in this weather? If y'all can get somewhere and sit down. Lord Jesus. You can go through and find all kind of stuff. Yes, I sprayed yesterday actually. I went through the house with the poison and the peppermint spray because I walked into the kitchen like 2 days ago and walked through a spider web, them ones you can't see but you can feel it. I walked through one, which means there's a spider in the house somewhere. So I sprayed poison on everything we ain't got to touch. And then I went through and I peppermint everything else. So there's one in there somewhere. I can't. I don't like bugs, period. I said ladybug is the only thing I won't kill. Everything else got to die. But there's also, like on the second story, there is spider webs that I can't reach. So I'm gonna have to go find a broom or stick or something. Get a cat. Then I'd have to. I don't know. I ain't seen them in a while. The mantis is probably out there somewhere. Probably looking for something to kill. See, we had a unnecessarily big spider. It wasn't a wolf spider though. We had one in Oklahoma, and it creeped me out. But it was big enough to where you see it because everything is white door, white house, all this. But it was on the door, so it stood out because it's black. And I'm like, oh, I sprayed poison in the house. The one place I didn't go was the bathroom. That's where he's trying to go. Because there's not, I spray, now mind you, also I spray on the baseboards, like around the floor and stuff. And all that makes them do is go up higher, which I kind of like because now I can see you. When you're down close to the floor, I'm not paying you any attention. But when you stand out when you get up on the wall. So you do me a favor in finding you and killing you. I'm fine with flies. Flies are easier to kill because they're annoying and they make themselves known. Spiders are sneaky. And so they gotta go. What an interesting bird noise. What is that noise? Oh, the dog walkers are coming out. What time is it? Is it 3? 2:30? Yeah, they're coming out. I like, eh, I like the look of cats. Cats are so untrustworthy to me. I can tell, I don't know how, so don't ask me how, but I can tell what a dog is. Well, maybe because, like, again, these hundreds of hours worth of crap that I've watched. Well, not crap, but crap that I watched. I can tell what a dog is thinking and what it's feeling. Cats, I can't. I like to look at them, but I don't trust a cat. And they're too quick. Like they can scratch you and run, and I can't. I can't trust a cat. Me and cats, no. We've never had a good relationship. So no, I would not get a cat. Now, mind you, I didn't trust them then either. But when I was in Florida, the store that I worked at, the man that lived behind the store would feed the neighborhood cats, and so he had like 400 million cats at his house. And when when a person would come out of the store and they'd see the cat, they would, inevitably go back in the store and buy cat food and then take it out there and let them eat that. Now, the problem is they fed the cat and then went on. It ain't like they fed it and took it with them. Because mind you, they weren't his cats. He was just feeding the cats in the neighborhood. But he was feeding them the dry cat food. Because, it's a bunch of them, so he gets the biggest bag he can. But if they have a choice, they would rather the wet cat food. And that just so happens to be what people would buy for them. And so when you'd walk out the store, there's like 6 cats everywhere. So I like, mind you, I don't trust cats. They're not my thing. Not house cats, not the Felis domesticus. But you can't look at the cat and not feed it. So I would go and get them little Friskies 39 33-cent cans of cat food, and I'd buy a bunch of them. Oh, Jesus, that was a big bird. That made me jump. And I would buy the little cans of cat food for, the week to just put a few out there. Actually, we put it in a bowl and put it out there because there's like food around the edge that they can't get to, so we'd always take it out of the bowl. Every now and then you get one that was picky. I want to know where that bird went. That was a pterodactyl. He's gone now, I guess. No, I don't want a cat at all. If I had to get a cat, I'd get a puppy. Dogs, I know. I can tell what they're thinking. Kittens, cats, no. I don't trust them. Yeah, that's why we always take it out the can. Because I may not like it, but I don't want to hurt you. Where did that bird go? That bird was huge. It's like a Volkswagen going through the air. Lord Jesus. What kind of puppy? I don't know. I like lap dogs. Okay, dogs, period, I'm fine with. What I don't like is things that look dangerous to me, like Dobermans and pit bulls and Rottweilers, things that are way stronger than I am. Those, no. Great Danes, no. That we're not doing. I'm looking for this bird. That sucker was huge. It scared the crap out of me because I'm like walking and it just flies in front of me. Like, excuse you? It was huge. But I like bulldogs too. I just don't like pit bulls and Rottweilers and Dobermans. They look creepy. I can't. I've never heard of a golden doodle. What is a golden doodle? It was huge. I couldn't see the front of it. I could only see the back of it. It looked like a duck. But I don't know if there's any ducks over here, because that wouldn't make any sense. But that's what it looked like, because it was all brown. It had a long wingspan, but it didn't have a long wingspan like a predator. It was flat, so I think it was a duck. There's mushrooms out here. See, I can't. I don't know. All I seen was the tail, and that's what I paid attention to, because it really did make me jump. I'm like, the next thing you know, it was gone, because it went around the corner too. It's a little Cocker Spaniel. See, I don't mind. I just don't like those three, and the Mastiff. I don't like those either. I don't like dogs that look dangerous. I just don't. And like I said, it must be a past life thing because I've never been chased by a dog, attacked by a dog, or nothing like that. But, and I've had pets, but it's something about those big, I'm gonna say brand of dog. I'm gonna say it that way. Big species, big brand of dog that I don't like it. It makes me super nervous. And so I can't. I don't know what it's tied to, but they make me nervous. But I can't, though. It's the truth. I can't. I want to know what that bird was. I have not seen an owl. You know what? I think I've seen an owl once in person in my whole life. One time. One time. See, it didn't have predator wings. The wings were flat. They didn't have the feathers that sort of come off it like that to help with the gliding. They looked flat. Unless he just got his hair cut. Could be. It's a goose or a duck or something like that. Something with larger wings, but not predator wings. Although, there are a lot of small rodents around here. So, I hate to call chipmunks rodents, but there's a lot of little small animals around here. So, it could be. See, I'm not an animal activist by any chance or by any means. So I can't, be the person to wave the flag and say, don't buy an animal, adopt an animal because da 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 da. I'm not that person. It's your money, it's your house, that's your love, that's your attention. Do what you want to do with it. There's an animal that's going to be born. Somebody bred it and raised it, or whatever the case may be. So somebody's going to have to take care of it. If you're that person, go right ahead. Whether you got it from a shelter, whether you got it from somebody who breeds them, whatever. It's your own business. I've never been that person. Because some people like thoroughbred animals. Okay. Should you be a horrible person because you didn't go get a shelter animal? No, you can go get what you want to get. Again, it's your money. It's your attention. There's worse things you could buy. So do what you want to do. That's what I say. I like horses too. I would never go close to one because, again, I was traumatized as a kid with the stories of how, horrible things have been. with people on horses. Somebody my aunts knew, some guy, got on a horse, fell backwards because the horse went up, he went back, and then he was paralyzed. It's like, yeah, I don't want to go too close to the horse, and then somebody gets close to the horse, and then they get kicked. Now, mind you, I've never been in front of a horse. I've been in the presence of a horse maybe twice my whole life. They're not creepy creatures. They're not even scary, not even in the slightest. But there's a way to do things. Of course, don't come from the back and don't scare it. Don't all these. They're normal things you do with any animal. But like I say, all I ever heard was horror stories. So it was like, okay, no, thank you. I'll pass. But they're beautiful, beautiful creatures, though. Like, really beautiful creatures. At least I think so. Oh, God, you're smoking. My sinus is already messed up. I had to put my mask on just to walk down the street. All right, let's turn. Go into the forbidden forest. Go down that way. Keep going that way. Keep going that way. Michael, I just can't. It just drives me. My sinus can't take it. How you doing? They make good pets too. The miniature horse and miniature goats, or not miniature goats, but goats and miniature horse. I was watching one of my wildlife programs again, and they were talking about the goats. Of course, in Africa, that's pretty much what they have. They raise goats, keep goats as pets, the milk, so forth and so forth. And the mini horses, or mini ponies, whatever they call it, are being bred for support animals. I seen one on Jimmy Fallon too. Now that I think about it. There we go. Guess the smoke will make me walk faster. Carolyn, these heels are wearing me out. But it's good exercise though. Because going up these hills is not easy. And this is the small one. Now we gotta go up the large one. I did want a dog once upon a time in my adult life. All the ones I had, oh, that's a pretty green. All the ones I had were in my adolescence. I had one as a teenager, then I had one as a little kid, but never in my adult life. I'm not a pet person though. Like, I don't know. I like them. Dogs, anyway. I don't want a bird and a snake and all this other stuff. But, I don't know. I don't really have a life conducive to having pets. Take care of me, and that's enough. Like, I don't really want a pet. Oh, we hear the woodpeckers this time. Oh, people got their decorations out. Anybody got Thanksgiving plans? Like you're gonna cook, have a bunch of people over, small group, no cooking. Grocery store ready-made meal. Yes, I can't afford them. I have to buy carts. Ooh, look at that tree. That's gonna fall too. Lord, it's enormous. Waiting family. I like smaller groups. The people you know and love and trust, rather than people you see once a year because they're hungry. You go to my aunt's house, it's a revolving door, like almost literally. People in and out all day. Her name is Joyce. Hey, Joyce, you know, it's like, don't come over here, hey, Joyce, like y'all been knowing each other since 1972. You came over here to eat. Get your little plate. You're going to say 2, 3 words, then you're going to be gone. Oh, that's good. See, we're staying home too, naturally, of course, because don't nobody live in Pittsburgh but us. But we probably work today. I don't know. It's always a Thursday, and the last Thursday, yeah, more than likely. If I don't quit beforehand. I like people, but I don't know if it's here No, because it was same in Florida too. I don't know. I like people, but I'm starting to. What's the word? Yes, Miss Joyce can cook anything in the world too. What's the word? I'm losing patience for unnecessarily mean or aggravated or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just don't really have the kind of patience. I interrupted myself. I was being nosy. But no, I don't have that kind of patience anymore. Like, and when you do customer service, and I have for 22 years, I have always had that patience to where I can, where I had the kind of patience to deal with unruly people. But that is fading away. And it makes me very agitated when a person, like for instance, I'll give you an example. So you ring something up, and then it comes up 50 cents or whatever. And you know how you go in these stores and everybody got a card, and it's like, that shouldn't be 50 cents. It says such and such on the shelf. Okay, you got to have a card. Well, why didn't you tell me I needed a card? See, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's like, why didn't I tell you? Because it's saying on the sign. I didn't see that. Okay. I can't be responsible for what your eyes see. They in your head. And, of course I don't say it this calmly, but yeah, my patience for people with no patience is gone. Like completely. I don't have it anymore. I don't know if it's because I got older and I just don't have it anymore, or I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of the same kind of people. But whatever the case may be, I don't have it anymore. Like at all. And so my tolerance for rude people is gone to the point to where you lash out and then I lash out back. And I don't like that because I'm not a confrontational person. I don't get up in the morning to go argue with people like at all. Like that's not my get down. And so I don't know. After all these years, and mind you, I work retail because I like it. It's not because, that's what's down the street. I like it. Like, I actually like it. It's enjoyable. I like talking to people. I like standing there all day, believe it or not. Like, I like that. That's that's my type of thing. But you can't pick and choose who you serve. So I can't do that anymore though. This unruliness, this attitude for no reason type of mentality, no. I can't. So I need a whole new line of work. I don't know. And mind you, if I followed what the cards say, then what I'm supposed to be doing is spiritual teaching and tarot reading full time. That's what I'm supposed to do. But that's still, to a degree, public work. And don't think that just because a person is getting a tarot reading from you and they seen you on YouTube and they think they know you and all these type of things, that they can't be jerkish too. Especially when you tell them something they don't want to hear. So I don't know. I'm tired of people. It's just, and at the same time, I like people. I like nice people. And I don't mind a person who's frustrated because I understand frustration. But I do mind a person who's frustrated and then takes it out on me. That we're not doing. Because now back in the day, that was fine because I knew how, and I still know how to navigate a person who chooses to take it out on you. But I don't have the patience to operate in that fashion anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to employ all the tools that I have picked up over the years when I literally worked in the complaints department. No, I'm not doing it anymore. You can be frustrated at life, but you do not have permission to be mean and nasty to everybody you come across. So, there's that. So I am tired of retail, I think. Like, I really am. I like the job itself. Like, I really do. But I can't. Yeah. Yep. I wish I made something. That way you can, well, that's still public work too. I can't make crafts and sell them because that's still public work. But, oh well. Minor complaint. In the greater scheme of life. And see, I don't want to do tarot readings full time either, even though that's what I'm supposed to do, because I like it. But I don't want to be burnt out on that. And when tarot reading becomes a transaction, like you're paying me for a reading, it changes the energy of it for me. Like, I can still do it, but the fun is gone. Now it's work. Like, my live this morning went 3 hours. Went by like that. But I don't know. And I don't mind doing personal readings, but I don't want to be obligated to do it every day. So, conundrum. But it's all right too. Minor detail. Because minor detail, I also don't want to work in a place devoid of human beings either. Like, I don't want to work in a factory or warehouse or whatever, Trump administration. I need like people, not boxes and creatures. But, oh well. You know what? Sometimes logic escapes me. That sounds like a good idea, Treslichi. Do it certain days. I don't know, because when I think, oh, Lord Jesus. You know, it's one of them moments where Lord Jesus. It's like how that's the solution. Don't do it every day. Do it a few days. Okay, that makes sense. It's like one of those light bulb moments. It's like I'm standing in water and my feet are wet. Okay, get out of the water. See if you use your logic. See the things you can come up with. That's what happens. So that's the solution. I don't mind um, doing them. I just didn't want to do them every day. Okay, don't do it every day. There you go. Why is it everybody that comes down the street got to drive down the middle of it? Jesus. Because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what my cards have said. Time and time again. I also don't like appointments, but I'll get over that. Somehow, some way. I'll force myself. But we'll see. What time is it? I'm going in the house now. There are so there's a circle that I have been working on. So at this one part of the circle, there is the man and his little dog smoking cigarettes and talking in the street. So I can't go all the way down that way. And then I come over here, and there's 3 girls sitting on the bench, like Rydell High, smoking marijuana. So now I need to go in the house. Sign is already hurt because I've been burning candles this morning. And so constant scent bothers me. If I could, I'd bottle some of them and send it to you. It's a bunch of them too. But everybody's smoking. You smoking cigarettes, they smoking weed. Like, I gotta go in the house now. See what I'm saying? Well, I don't like people anymore. All right, so I will see y'all. Or there's some, oh yeah, there's actually a Biden sign right here. So I'm going in the house. I'll see y'all, I don't know, probably Sunday, for sure. It'll be on Becca's channel this week, but if it's not Sunday, I'll see y'all some other time. Maybe do another walkabout. I don't know. But we'll see. Bye-bye.